my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a story time on why I got out the military and how I became a stripper. First off, this didn't happen like overnight. So what motivated this was I didn't really like the Army. I didn't like how controlling it was. I didn't like how I couldn't see my family when I wanted to. I couldn't just get up and go when I wanted to. I got out the military because when I was in the military, I wasn't happy. I met people and I traveled a lot and I did make good money, but I wasn't happy. And if you're not happy, then why are you doing it? Like, that's what I used to always ask myself. So I just wanted to do something that I was like happy doing and be motivated about going to work and stuff. Like, I hated it. Like, I couldn't go see my family when I wanted to. I would miss a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have attended anyway if I was at home. But just the fact that I didn't have a choice to go if I wanted to, that bothered me. Missing like graduations of people that I care about. Also just having to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I didn't want to get up and run. Like, I really didn't. Some days you don't feel like it. And they didn't care. I remember, like, I was sick and I didn't want to go to the field. It was raining. These people still made me go. Or I was going to like lose rank or lose pay or just all type of stuff. They didn't care about us. I think that's just how I felt. I don't know how other people's units are, but the unit that I started in, my first unit, it was shitty, and that just is what it is. I did have some good times in the military, but I was miserable more than I was happy. And I just didn't want to do it no more. I wanted to be in a happy place, and I wanted to be around and not so far away from my family and stuff like that. So that's what I did. I just wanted to do other things with myself. So I decided to get out. So once I got out the military, I ended up going to a college, a 2-year college. Then I ended up like working at like Buffalo Wild Wings and places like that. And I just wasn't making money and I still wasn't happy. And I was used to making a certain amount of money. So like when I started working regular jobs, it was just like, first off, my fucking car got repoed on Christmas one time. Like, what? I was actually still in the military around this time, and I went home for Christmas. Once I got home, the first thing I did was like go inside, and everybody was so excited. So we was just inside just catching up and stuff like that. I had just got a new iPad for Christmas and that I had brought with me. And so my niece wanted to use it. So she asked me if she could see it, and I was like, yeah, go get out the car. So she went outside. She came back in like 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds. And she was like, your car not outside. And I'm like, what? And my niece like 3, so I'm like, girl, stop playing. So I go outside. My car was not outside, but all this time, like, I'm not thinking that my car had got repoed, because first of all, I was living in Atlanta around this time, and I was sending my car payments to somebody to pay it. So it wasn't like I wasn't just paying the shit. The person that I was sending my money to go pay it didn't pay it. They used my money for their own personal reasons. First I thought my car got stolen, and then some just was like, nah. I ended up calling the police or whatever, and they was like, I need to call my car place first and stuff like that, and am I sure that it's stolen? So I'm like, I don't know, because it happened so fast. It happened so fast. Like, I literally was not at my mom's house for 5 minutes before they came and took my shit. Once they told me to like call my car place or whatever, it was like closed. It was like on a Sunday or something. So I'm like, damn. I had just called my mom and I was like, can I see her car? And she said, yeah. I don't even think that she asked me why I needed her car. Kosha was there. Kosha was with me at my mom's house. So that's when I asked my sister. I was like, you want to ride the Barkers or whatever? And she said, yeah. She was like, yeah, she'll ride. So we get in the car and we drive in and we get to the other side of town and I see my fucking truck parked in the back. Bitch! I had a spare key. So I told Kosha, I was like, bitch, I'll meet you back at the house. So I hopped in my shit and drove my shit back off the lot. Next thing you know, they like called my cell phone and they was like, they saw me that I need to bring the car back and all this shit. And I'm like, no, like y'all came and got my shit and didn't tell me, bruh. Like y'all got me fucked up. I was young too, so I didn't know nothing about like all this bullshit. The guy that came and took my car, he actually ended up coming back to my mom's house, and before he took my car, he was supposed to ask me if I had the money. So they say. I don't know how true this is. But if I'm there before he take my car, he's supposed to request the money from me. And I had it. They didn't do that. So they end up letting me pay that day, and I got to take my car back home on Christmas. After that repo incident, that kind of just fucked me up. I'm like, I got some catching up to do, and I was also helping my mom out around that time. I did get a job when I was in Atlanta. I was serving at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I transferred that job from Mississippi when I moved to Atlanta. I was also reservist, but before I was active duty, and active duty makes way more than reservist. So I wasn't really making it off of the reserve money, and I just really couldn't, it just wasn't for me. I ended up quitting Buffalo Wild Wings and getting a job at a hotel. And I was making good money at the hotel, but I was also in school, and like, I would either miss school because of my job. A lot of times I just couldn't go, and I was paying for classes out of pocket. So I'm working hard for my money, then paying for this shit. I don't get no refund. So like, I either gotta be there or I'm just giving them free money. So I kept going to work, I actually did like the hotel. I had started bartending over there. It was a nice hotel. So anyway, it was this guy that was working there at the front desk. I was a server in the restaurant of the hotel, and he was working at the front desk, but he used to always come around there and get coffee and stuff like that. We just had a conversation, and I don't know what it was about. I think it was about me not making enough money for my bills and my car note and stuff. Because once again, I was behind. So I had showed him like my old YouTube channel and stuff, because we was cool. Like, he ended up being like one of my road dogs. But telling me, he was like, shit, you be dancing all the time and making all these videos and stuff. He was like, I know a club that you can make good money at, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, oh, I was doing shows for like gay clubs and stuff, making money, but it wasn't like stripping. It was just like, I could wear like t-shirt and pants and do a show. He was like, you doing that, you might as well go to Club Wax. So I'm like, Wax? He was like, it's like a strip club, but they don't get naked. So I'm like, huh? They don't get naked. Say it again. They don't get naked. So they don't get naked, huh? They don't get naked. I was in that bitch. So after I figured out that they didn't get naked, he told me where it was, and I got home, and it was so crazy because I put the address in, y'all, I swear to God, it wasn't 2 miles away. I was like, this gotta be Jesus. So that night I was gonna go, but I ended up not going that night. So I asked one of my friends, I was like, you wanna go to this club with me, blah, blah, blah. So end up going there, and with some of my friends, it was somebody's birthday, we ended up going there. So next thing you know, like, he was right. They did not get naked. And two, I realized it was like no pretty girls, no fine girls, no girls that was like in shape. I seen one, and I'm gonna give her fucking props. So some people don't think so, but me personally, I think that looks do play kind of into you making money. It does. It really do. So that was one thing, because I'm like, shit, I know I ain't ugly. I know I can make some money here and I can dance. So that was like motivation for me. But I was still contemplating about it. So I'm like, okay, so like 2 weeks went by and my friend, he kept asking me, he was like, did you go by there yet? Did you go by there yet? So I told him that I ended up going by there, but I still didn't like make up my mind whether I wanted to do it or not, because for one, I cared about what people think back then. So I always used to be like, oh my God, what if people back home find out that I'm doing this and that, this and that. Even though I wasn't getting naked, people don't care about that. They don't care that you're not getting naked. If you a stripper, they got something bad to say most of the time. So it is what it is. But so anyway, so work started getting slow for me at the hotel, and I just was over that shit. I was getting behind on my car note again. And I just was like, I'm not finna do this. And around that time, my mom was going through a divorce. So, like, she needed us. She needed her fucking kids. Not just, like, for money or no shit like that, but mentally and stuff like that. So, I was going home a lot around that time, too. And I needed money to travel and be able to move like I wanted to move. And I couldn't do that and go to school and do all this extra shit. I had a job, so I couldn't do all that. I just could not do it. So then I started getting into it with the managers. They were some hating assholes. Like, I was just younger, and like older women, they be so fucking bitter sometimes, especially when like you a cute girl. And like, they were some fucking haters. Them hoes was some haters. Period. Point blank. Period. I don't even remember them hoes' name. Them hoes was hate. But anyway, the manager started picking with me and stuff like that. Then she knew I was in school. She would give me the very shift that I would tell her that I did not fucking want. Like, bitch, didn't I tell you? So, one day I just went up to Wax. So one day I just went up there and I talked to the house mom or whatever. And she was nice, and I just saw like all the girls and stuff, and everybody was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. She told me like what I needed and how many outfits I needed and stuff. And like when I got paid, I went and got my stuff. And she told me that I could start like Thursday. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Thursday came and I was supposed to work at the hotel, but I was like, I'm going to call in and just go to Wax tonight and see how it is. And if I don't like it, then tomorrow I'm going to just work my shift at the hotel and just act like this shit never happened. But that's not what happened. So anyway, I went to Wax, and when I first got there, y'all, I was so fucking nervous. But I motherfucking started dancing in perfect timing. Like, when I say perfect timing, first of all, it was around my birthday, and then two, it was around income tax time. My birthday is right around income tax time. Jackpot, bitch. We was in the building. We was in there and we was ready to get a bag, bitch. Me, I was in there. So I get on the floor or whatever, and at first I was a little nervous because I ain't never really did no shit like this. Like, I'm working around niggas. Around this time I had a girlfriend too. So like, I had been gay like all my life up until like yesterday. No, I'm just playing. But no, seriously, like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So I got on the floor, and at first I just sat there. I just sat there because when I first started dancing, I did not drink or smoke weed. Like, I miss them days. I sat down for a little while, and like, we had to pay a tip out up front. So I paid like $65 to like work that night, and I'm like, bitch, you been sitting down for 2 hours. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Now, you finna go home broke. Like, that's the voice that you be hearing in your head. You just be talking to yourself like, so bitch, you not gonna make no money for real. So you just gonna sit here. And so you just came here to watch these hoes make money. And I'm like, no, if anything, like, it's my first night, bitch, you at least finna make your fucking tip out back. So I got up and I started like asking niggas, why did I do that? So I ended up walking up to this guy, and I chose him because I ain't even gonna lie, he looked like he had money, and he did. I walked up to him, and y'all, this nigga said to my face, as soon as I opened my mouth, I said, would you? That nigga said. And I'm like, instantly, everything in my body just felt like, I don't know. He made me feel ugly. He made me feel like, oh my God, my self-esteem was like at an all-time high when I walked in that bitch, and he took me to zero. Like, oh my God, like literally took me to zero. And I just stood there and he was like, don't say shit to me, get the fuck out my face. I don't get dances. You must not know who the fuck I am. First of all, bitch, it's my first date. No, I didn't say that. But I just stood there and I just was like, but I tried to like play it cool, like, because I didn't want nobody else to know what he said to me or like to make a big scene. So I just like leaned on, like, we was like by a little bar. So I just like stood away from him and I like leaned on the bar. And after that, like, that nigga right there, he made me become a stage girl. So thank you. Thank you, Black, because I would not be here today. So that was the turning point. My first day put me in the game. My first day put me in the game because, like, because of that incident and him doing that to me, I never wanted to like walk up on another nigga and ask them for a dance ever again. And I wasn't. And I meant that. And to this day, I don't. And I'm not. Because if a nigga like you, he's gonna spend money with you. If a nigga wants you to get off stage or he want to dance you, he gonna ask you. But you can walk up on people and make money like that. It's some girls that are not stage girls, and but I'm not the lap dancing girl. I like to make my money fast. I like to catch the dope boys that come in. I like the people that like to have money fights, and you normally end up in a money fight when you on the stage. These niggas gonna throw some money and then go to the other side, and guess what? These niggas gonna throw some money. Guess who on stage? Me. I was always on stage because that's where the money was. Like, I don't got time to be standing there, my motherfucking feet hurt, and I'm making $5 a motherfucking song. Nope. Nope. I'm not finna stand there and make $5 a song. Niggas really milk that shit. They milk that shit in the strip club. No. And because we don't get naked, it was $5 a song. So that's why it was so low. After that incident, I ended up getting on the stage, and like I said before, I can dance. So when people started seeing me dance, people started really spending money with me, and I ended up staying really late that night till like 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even know that the shit stayed open that long. I think I left on my first night with like $1,200. And I spent $65 to get in there. So you know what happened? The next day, because I stayed in there till 4 o'clock in the morning, I did not wake up on time to go to the hotel or whatever. So, I just quit. That was probably the best decision that I ever made in my life. I wouldn't recommend nobody to dance because I have seen girls that have came in there like really sweet, pretty girls, and now they look like crackheads. Because it is easy to get on drugs in there. It is easy to become an alcoholic or whatever. I think that stripping is a dark place. But I bring light to it because I'm always happy and I always have a positive mind when I go in there on my slow nights. If I'm not making money, I'm literally in my head like, I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. And like, if my friends come around me and they like, oh my God, it's slow, or they ready to go or they complaining, I just get from around it because I do believe that energy is contagious. And if you thinking like that, then bitch, you're not gonna make money. Like, you're not. So that was how that went. The reason why I like dancing is because I love to dance. And like, who don't want to like be able to chill and have fun with your friends? Like, me and my friends, we really have fun at work. And I think that's another reason why we make so much money, because we really have fun at work. Like, oh my God. I will post more videos of us and let y'all see like some of the insiders or whatever. I'm gonna have to cut this story short because I have class, but I will continue later. Love you guys. Bye.